Hi, I'm David,
I'm Nick.
And I'm Kara.
and this is our usability test for ovens. The purpose of this test is to test the ease of use of ovens, an everyday kitchen appliance. To test this, we asked participants to do three things. 1. Start and heat the oven to a certain temperature. 2. Set a timer for the oven. And 3. Clean the oven. We chose these tasks because we felt that these were some of the most common actions people would do when using an oven. Our data for the three tests were time and seconds it took for the user to complete each task, difficulty from 1 to 10, 1 being the least difficult and 10 being the most difficult, and verbal feedback of any comments and or critiques of using the ovens.
The user group we decided to use for this study was college students with little to no oven use experience. We decided on this group because college students are probably the most easily accessible user group that we could reach out to, especially since there are some 40,000 students walking around campus each day. We also targeted college students with little to no experience with using an oven because in that way, the test results would not be skewed by any prior experience that the participants might have with using the oven. So here we have data tables for participant 1, participant 2, and participant 3. As you can see, we've organized the table by the kinds of data we collected and by the different tasks that we tested. After comparing the data for each of the participants, we noticed that 2 of the 3 participants had the most trouble with cleaning the oven. They felt that using the cleaning lever was kind of ambiguous and confusing, as well as how to set the time for how long to clean the oven. They thought that starting and setting the temperature was pretty easy and straightforward, as well as setting a timer since all the buttons were clearly marked and right in front of them. Overall, each of the participants felt that using the oven was pretty easy.
Some positive things we observed were that the oven was simple for these beginner users, most buttons were labeled, and most of the labels were clear, allowing the users to navigate with ease. However, some difficulties the user had were figuring out how to clean the oven, such as which button to press and which lever to pull, interpreting the units of time, such as when setting a timer and figuring out the sequence of buttons to press, such as figuring out which button to press to start the oven after setting the temperature. This is illustrated in the following clip.
325. I think I'm going to try to press this again. Oh, scheiße. Okay. Start. Oh, there you go.
If we were to conduct this usability test again, we would gather the ratings immediately after the tasks were completed, instead of after the test, so that we could get the most accurate ratings. We would also increase our familiarity with the oven and rehearse the test amongst ourselves, especially since it was our first time conducting a usability test. Overall, we found that everyday objects are not as usable as you may expect. Thank you for watching!